Get your motor running. Oh, handlebars. Alright, back to what I was doing. Instead of pretending that I'm riding in the nice warm, of course, don't have the correct size. Who would have thunk it? Alright, YouTubers and CB360 enthusiasts. My name's Dave. Like it always is, and you found do it yourself, do it right. And well, still working on a Honda. Got a new Honda hat, so you'll see that a bunch. Got a bunch of parts. Took a trip down south. Spent some time with the family. Got a new Honda hat. Grabbed a bunch of parts from the attic, and well, gonna throw them on the bike. Let's get into it. First, I'm going to show you the parts that I grabbed from down south. Got a couple mirrors. You know, pretty decent shape mirrors. You know, trying to get through TSA with motorcycle parts. Let's just say they don't do a very good job because they didn't even search my bag. I mean, there's some questionable stuff in here. There's like wires and, you know, stuff that could possibly, to the untrained eye, look like it, you know, maybe a detonating, huh? You know what I'm saying? You know, flying. United States, TSA, they don't do a very good job. Don't get me started. The old girlfriend would, she's probably rolling her eyeballs right now. We got a set of filters. They're kind of dirty. Hopefully I can get them cleaned up so I don't have to buy a set. A lot of these parts came off from the racer that's sitting under the cover. So that's always fun. I got a seat mount that the seat in there was missing. Somebody took the mount off from it. So I got two of those actually. Here's another one in the bag. Oh boy, got a couple lights, some blinkers. I haven't decided if I want to use these or a combination of the new ones. You know, the new ones, they're kind of cheap. So I just might put together a set of old ones. So I grabbed these from down there. They're in okay shape. These actually, I think these actually came off the blue bike that's still down in Georgia. I'd have to rewire that one, but that's not a big deal. I also got a couple of little bits and bobs, you know, reflectors and stuff, because these, I think they're a little bit nicer. Maybe have a little bit more reflection than these. But that and a couple other little things, you know, like the clamps, the correct carburetor clamps. And then I got some parts in the mail. Some nice stuff, 4-in-1, you know, they have a lot of nice stuff. I got a starter solenoid only because I'm not sure that that starter solenoid on the bike is going to work. This is a new latch for the gas tank. Put that up there. Stay. I got a couple of new nuts for the aft shock. You know, here. So I think I'm going to put these. I wanted to replace these on the racer. I'll probably put the new ones on the racer just because they'll look better, and I plan on keeping that one. And then take the ones from the racer and put over here. The ones on the racer are all right. They're not great, but they're better than what's on it. Just to kind of catch your eyeball on those nuts. And then I got a set of carburetor boots. And then I got a whole new headlight, new bulb, new everything. Because the headlight that I was going to use, it's now back over in the parts bin over there. The plastic bucket was okay, but the bulb, it was one of those sealed bulbs, and I don't want to put a sealed bulb back on there. just, you know, for the next guy that gets this bike, it's easier just to change a bulb rather than it is the whole headlight assembly. So I wanted to do that upgrade at least. And then off camera, if you remember from the last video, the wiring video, this front end wasn't on the bike. I went ahead and threw that on, had a little bit of extra time, took the old front end off. You can see the old tire over here. The old forks and whatnot are over here. And I put that on just because I wanted to mock it up. And I also did the seals, forgot about that. Fork seals, new fork oil, new fork seals, new boots. If you need a how to rebuild CB360 forks, link to that. Did that video a long time ago. Probably not as good as my new ones, but you know what I'm saying? No, they all suck, let's be honest. Anyways, yeah, so that's the work. Oh, back over here to this other side, what I've done, I took these handlebars, these beautiful handlebars, took them to work and rang them out. As you can see, I label what the wires are. And believe it or not, everything worked. All the switches worked. I did clean them a little bit. Took them apart, sprayed some electrical cleaner in there. I also got the starter button working. I didn't think it was going to work. You know, just a nice set of bars, and I put some new grips on. These are nice, sticky, feel good grips. I was going to put the original Hondas on it, but good night. You know, you're trying to build a bike on a budget, and holy moly donut shop. They're like, I think it was like 18 bucks per grip. I'm like, I got these. I got both of them for 10 bucks. Can't go wrong. I actually like these. These are the same grips that were on the RD350 that I had. Link to that video around here. So I think if I'm replacing grips from now on these old bikes, these are the grips that I'm going to go with. So a lot of hodgepodge stuff going to happen today. I'm going to get those bars up there into place, get them latched down. Going to drop the lift down. I can kind of get my butt up there, feel where I want them, forward, backwards. I'm going to get those set up into place and torqued down. I think I'm going to go ahead. I still can't mount the headlight yet. I'm still missing, by golly, I'm still missing the headlight bracket. I thought I had one down south. I didn't. And then this bracket here, somebody took a cut into. No bueno. So I can't use that bracket. So I went on eBay, ordered up a bracket. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab a bunch of these odds and end parts and start slapping them on. It'll hopefully look more like a motorcycle when I'm done. Hey, got to go up some more. Going down. Whoop, not that fast. Down more, a little bit more. I like it when she goes down. I decided I'm going to go ahead and use these clamps just because they look better than all the rest of them that I have. Let's set those suckers there. Let's get these guys up here. Can probably go ahead and hook up the old clutch and everything on these. All right, yeah, that's looking right. Oh, okay. It'll be nice to have handlebars again. We're just gonna get these started. I don't have, or I haven't had, well, maybe I take that back. The two CB360s that I currently have, they don't have these taller bars on them. My racer over there, I showed you earlier, has smaller ones. And the blue one down south, well, that one has basically flat bars. So these taller bars will hopefully be a little bit more comfortable. Here's my jackhammer. Okay, okay. Ugh, probably should put the seat on here. Nah, not gonna do that. That would be too easy. That would mean that I don't have to adjust them again. Let's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get your motor running. Oh, handlebars. All right, back to what I was doing. Instead of pretending that I'm riding in the nice warm, oh, of course, don't have the correct size. Who would have thunk it? And where's my number 12? That's a 14. 11. That's not right. What is that? That's a 13. Oh, snap. Where's my number 12? Everybody loses their number 10. I lose my number 12. That's a half. That doesn't go there. Oh, right here. Number 12. Make sure she's a 12 and not, yep, she's a 12. I haven't met a 10 or a 12 that I haven't liked. If you know what I'm saying. We're just gonna snug them down. What do we got? What do we got? Something doesn't feel right here. Things that make you go, Maybe up a hair. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in all of my wiring because why not? These bad boys come around here and go around there and then they hook in here. Let's see if I can mess this up. All right, so in my wiring video, I'm pretty sure I thoroughly beat this horse to death. I tried to make sure everybody knew that this junction here was the junction for all of your handlebars and that it goes right in here. I don't know why I'm singing it, but it just kind of feels right. So anyways, I'm basically just going to take all of these and plug them into here. One quick pro tip, to get the most power out of your stator, they recommend that you build a jumper that goes from your white and yellow, which is right here, and your yellow, which is right here. Well, you don't have to build a jumper. These you just plug in together. One's a male, the other one's a female, plug them in together. What that does is that it makes both phases of your stator work. So therefore you get more power all the time, and we all want more power all the time. Whether you're on a motorcycle or you're in politics or whatever you do, you want more power. So connect those up, start hooking wires up. Another note of caution with your front blinkers, if you're using single filament bulbs, meaning it's just going to blink, all you use is the blinker. You don't use the running lights. This wiring harness has both. I should say this switch gear has both. The solid blue is the right blinker, and that's what I'm using. The solid baby blue, I should say, or light blue, The blue, the baby blue with a stripe, those are your running lights. So if you have a dual filament bulb up here, that means when you turn the key on, your lights will come on, and then when you turn your blinker on, then they'll blink. They'll get brighter. So if you're running single filaments, don't use the stripes. Okay? Don't use the stripes. Just use the solid. Solid orange, solid blue, light blue, baby blue. Ooh, got the right stuff, baby. We're gonna plug that one up. That's an extra green and red. So this black is gonna get plugged into the triple black, well, quadruple black, the four-way black. And then I'm gonna have to make a jumper to go from black and red to black and red, because we got two females and they don't plug in together. At least they don't plug in together on my wiring harness. Made a jumper. Unfortunately, I didn't have any black and red wire, so I went with blue and white naturally. Now I got cables to run. Clutch cable, throttle cable, all those good cables. So I'm not gonna do a final placement, but it's gonna be somewhere in here like so. All right. Boom shakalaka. Let's hook up the front brake. Got nothing else to do? I say got nothing else to do like the bike is almost done. And not even close. Although, if I really start thinking about it, there really isn't a lot more to do as far as putting main parts on now. Of course, timing and exhaust, that's all easy. Clutch adjustments, all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, I probably should not hook this up, because I don't have the gauges up there, which I haven't even touched the gauges yet. Well, I'll just loosely hook it up. Why? Why don't you want to go? What's the malfunction here? I didn't adjust anything. All right, so 20 days after I started hooking up the brake, let me show you what I was working with. Basically, I put this nut on this side, which is on the wrong side, which wouldn't let you pull it this way far enough to hook up that. So now I have the nut on the right side, and then I went up to here and started adjusting this in and out, and we all know how much of a pain in the butt that is. Good thing the other day I put some lubrication on there, so your adjuster works all right. So out tightens your lever up, in loosens it, and then this guy, you know, you just make sure it doesn't align with the cable and it's tight so it doesn't move. So now your adjuster, you know, now you got brake. Well, you can't see it, but now you got brake. The front drum brakes are a lot easier. In my opinion, they're a lot easier than the old piston, the old disc brake, because that disc brake gets gummy and then it wants to stick and then it doesn't want to come undone and you got to clean it. It's like a yearly thing. it's just a pain in the butt. So I prefer these drums. And people that say, oh, well, the drum brake doesn't stop as good as a disc. Obviously, never ridden one of these little CB360s with these drum brakes on the front. It's not like a drum brake. Well, it's like a drum brake on your car, but you're not trying to stop 3,000 pounds. You're trying to stop maybe 700, depending on how big you are. You know, so they work just fine on these old bikes. I got to go ahead and put the bolts back through here so you know it doesn't come apart while I'm riding. I don't know why I'm aiming the camera over there, but I got to put the bolts back in so these little levers and cables and, you know, adjusting devices don't fall off while you're running down the road, because you don't want those to get tangled up in your front wheel. A couple more things to hook up on this handlebar setup. I got my throttle cable. Now this setup is just a single throttle, and it's going to run down in here somewhere. But this bike, I actually put the holder back on, so we can run that up in there like so. I've seen the throttle cables ran in between the motor mounts. I think I might actually run this single one there. I'll see how it works. If it doesn't work out, you know, I only have to take the tank off and disconnect the fuel lines and move everything around, take the seat out, take the carburetors off to get them unhooked. But, you know, I think it'll be fine. It'll hook up in here somewhere. Gives it a nice little neat run through there. Up. I do have the carburetors cleaned, and I do have the manifolds now, so I can theoretically go ahead and throw those on. But I think before I do that, I want to show you guys this brake light assembly on here. So with this drum brake, the way that it turns your tail light on, your brake light, is that it makes a connection or breaks a connection in here. That's what this wire is here. It is a green and yellow and a black. It's basically no different than your brake light switch back here. And those wires actually connect up in the headlight bundle, which is this bundle here. So I might as well just go ahead and find those and connect them in. Last thing I'm going to do for today is I'm going to take the worser of the two seat brackets, put it on like I have, and slap it on, test the seat, probably throw the gas tank back up there and see how it all kind of meshes together. You know, these parts haven't been on, so you got to make sure that it's all going to line up, it's all going to fit. So let's struggle with this pin, because this pin is always a pain. I don't know why I always struggle with these, but I just had the bike down in Savannah, just had the seat off from it, and well, it's, you know, I struggled with it. Yep, see, this is why you always gotta test it. You gotta make sure that this is gonna work with all the other parts that you're kind of slamming together to make one bike. Oh boy, yeah, that does not. Well, I'll be dipped. I think I put the bracket on the wrong way. Screwdriver and a number 10. screwdriver, and a number 10. We're gonna flip her around. And try her again. Tight. And let's give her a second go. Oh, we got the pin. The pin is in. Pin is in. Oh boy, now it lines up. Boy. Oh boy. Let's see if my lock wants to cooperate. Alright, lock. Well, that's not going to work there. That's squishing the wires. That is not going to work. Right there. Right there. Let's put it over there. 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 Now it looks better. Alright. Alright. I mean, it's a seat. If I had a little bit more money in my budget, I'd put a different seat on it, but man, seats are not cheap. Slap the old tank on. See what we're working with here. Move that a little bit. That lined up. There we go. Tank and seat together. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. Obviously, got a long ways to go, but I must say so myself. That's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. That is, it's alright. That is alright. Now I still do have a lot of work to go on this. I know I'm, getting a cart for the horse, but it's coming along. I'm pretty impressed with the way that it's looking, the way that it's going together. I really haven't had too many major issues yet. Knock on wood somewhere. I don't have any wood in here right now. So, I'm just gonna keep on trucking. It's gonna keep on keeping on. If you're getting tired of this CB360, I am about to throw the Suzuki up on the lift. Take this one off for a minute. I want to do some work on that Suzuki. I got some head gaskets and base gaskets if it's going to need it. Cylinder base gaskets. I don't know if it's going to need them or not, but I'm going to throw that bike up here, work on that one for a bit, kind of take a break on this one. I still got some parts that's supposed to come in, but there's a lot of little stuff left on this old girl. The next big thing is going to be carburetors, which they're ready, they're clean, they're over here. I found a lot of stuff wrong with them. When you buy these parts bikes and you're putting a project bike together and you're not all that aware, you would have had major issues with this set of carburetors. These butterflies were backwards and upside down. The diaphragms in the top here, they were all jacked up and messed up and installed upside down. you know, it was dirty, like they're always all dirty. So, but there was you know, a bunch of little things wrong with those carburetors, and if you didn't know any better, if you'd have just took somebody else's work for the way that's how it's supposed to be, you would have been trying to chase your tail, trying to get this bike running right. So, beware when you're working on these project bikes. You always be on the lookout for things that don't look right. And those carburetors, when I started taking them apart, they didn't look right. So I got the carburetors left. I got to get into the motor, change the oil, make sure that the oil screen on the inside of here is good. Cam chain adjustments, valves, you know, all that stuff. I'm gonna put these beautiful exhaust pipes on it. So there's still a lot of work to do. This thing is far from ready to go, but I got a good head start on it. I'm gonna get a battery, hook up a battery, make sure all my wiring is good, make sure everything I did is good before I start messing around. Get the headlight bucket in, which I already got on order. Get the headlight installed. I got to work on the speedometer, the tachometer. They're sitting over there. They don't look very good. They're not good. So those are gonna, I don't like them, but you know, I'm not gonna buy anymore. So they're gonna have to do, unfortunately. So lots of stuff to do, lots of stuff to go through. I mean, we're still in December. I haven't gotten to January, February, March yet. So you know, I got a really good head start on this thing. I will be at work for a while, for the next, you know, for a good part of the month of January. We got another major inspection coming in for the EC 130, so that'll take me away from the garage for a bit. So yeah, if you like old bike stuff, there's a lot of it coming. There is a lot of it coming. So, like you guys do at the end of all my videos, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. Hit that notification bell when you want to get notified when I drop another, probably, old bike video. So, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. I just said all that. Like always, till next time, thanks a lot. We got head gaskets, and we got base gaskets, and we got points hardware for the blue bike, so we'll put those back. Suzuki, more Suzuki stuff. Was that a duck? More Suzuki stuff coming up.